Harguth here on Greenlee TV with a quick storm update for you. We are still staying clear across much of central Iowa. Pretty much all of our storms are up from Fort Dodge up towards the Mason City area right now, but we are not out of the woods just yet, and we'll see that by looking at our current watches and warnings. We do have a tornado watch out across western Iowa and into much of Nebraska as well, along with a few tornado warnings. And here is our severe weather outlook put out by the Storm Prediction Center earlier on today. We are still in this moderate risk for severe weather moving through tonight. So that's why I say we are not out of the woods just yet, even though we are clear right now. We will put this into motion. We'll see that our slight risk moves off well to the east for Saturday with a chance of thunderstorms across eastern Iowa, and that moves out of the way by Sunday, clearing up for a much clearer week. Go ahead and look at the storm threat here. Our best chances for severe weather are going to be the large hail and the high winds, but a couple of tornadoes cannot be ruled out of the system as well, but they look to be mostly off into western Iowa and into Nebraska as well for tonight. Like I said, we are staying dry across and clear across central Iowa right now, but we will bring up another update here within the next 20 to 30 minutes. I'm Corey Harguth, and this is a storm update here on Greenlee TV. We have some cooler temperatures on the way, as well as a chance at our first snowfall. I'll have all the details tonight. We do have that slight chance of seeing some snow tomorrow. We'll look into that in a little bit, but for now, let's go ahead and jump into the graphics. Start off with current temperatures across the local area right now. It is very cool, and it has been all day long today. Looking down in the southern portion of central Iowa, we are in the middle 40s. 49 is the warmest right now in Des Moines. We'll head on up to the north just a little bit. 45 in Fort Dodge right now. Same thing here in Ames. 46 in Perry and 46 in Ankeny. Go ahead and plan out your day a little bit for your Tuesday by 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. We do have a chance at seeing a bit of a rain-snow mix. Looks like that's probably going to be the best we're going to have for Tuesday with a temperature of 35 degrees. Getting up to 38 by noon, a slight chance of that mix still hanging around, but then it looks to finally dry out with mostly cloudy skies and 41 degrees by the time we hit 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. So it looks like it's mostly going to be a system for the afternoon or the morning and into the early afternoon. I'll have all the details coming up in just a little bit. We did have a very cool day out there for today, and these are the highs actually across the state. 44 in Waterloo, 42 Mason City. We did get warmer as we moved off towards the south and west. 50 in Council Bluffs and 52 in Sioux City. But what do we have coming up ahead? We do have this cold pattern sticking around at least for the next 7 days or so. We'll see just how cold it'll get in just a minute. And then the chance for our first snow coming up as we move into tomorrow and possibly even Wednesday before we do get a slight warm up as we move into the weekend. But stepping outside right now, it's 45 degrees in Ames with winds out of the northwest at 9 miles per hour. Go ahead and look across the rest of the state. 38 in Mason City, clear skies, and 43 in Fort Dodge, 49 in Des Moines, and 46 in Council Bluffs. The winds have been fairly gusty moving out of the west and northwest all day long. 9 miles per hour right now in Mason City, 5 miles per hour in Sioux City, and winds out of the northwest at 9 miles per hour here in Ames at this hour. We do have a couple of watches and warnings right now, mostly out in eastern Iowa. That is that freeze warning that Zach looked at over in Illinois earlier, and all afternoon it has been creeping in our direction. I would not be surprised within the next day at least to be in a freeze warning or some kind of an advisory as far as the frost goes with the winter weather. But here's the radar over the clouds and radar over the past 6 hours. We have cleared out as the day went on, but here's our showers starting to push their way into the Sioux City area. They will move in our direction overnight tonight and start the rainfall overnight tonight as well. As far as Futurecast goes, we start out with the clouds right around 7 o'clock tonight. Here comes that system. This blue area is the snow that we are looking at moving into tomorrow morning. As we can see, it looks to be just to the north, if not right over Ames, but I don't think it's really going to amount to a whole lot tomorrow. It's Wednesday across central Iowa is where we're going to see our best chance of seeing the snow. We do clear out by tomorrow evening with, or at least with the rain and snow. But moving into Wednesday, here comes that next system. Wednesday morning, it's going to go right over central Iowa. So like I said, that's going to be our best chance at seeing some kind of probably snow flurries. I don't think anything's really going to accumulate on the ground, but we could see upwards of 1.5 inches in Ames by the time this is all said and done on Wednesday evening. Slightly more up in Fort Dodge with almost 2 inches, and just about 0.3 of an inch in Mason City as far as the snow goes. Overnight tonight, we'll look for 35 degrees. It's going to be cold with that rain likely as it starts to move its way in. It should mostly be rain since we will be above freezing all night long. Winds out of the west-northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Looking ahead to tomorrow, 42 degrees with that mix possible, and it will be breezy with winds out of the northeast at 5 to 15. Once we get through Tuesday and Wednesday with that rain-snow mix, we do clear out all the way into the beginning of next week. 47 for Thursday. There's a slight warm-up for Friday at 50 degrees. 47 on Saturday, so anyone that has their families coming in for the football game on Saturday against Oklahoma State, I believe it is. Do not completely sue me if that is wrong. But we do warm up slightly again, 51 degrees by the time we hit Sunday, and back down into the upper 40s by Monday with still just a couple of clouds hanging out.